it's the return of that creative series where I have no idea which direction we're going in next. It's completely up to Siri. And I've been, as a sort of mini part of the series, been working on redeveloping this village. You can see in the forefront a half-finished house from 2 episodes ago, and also the house that I did finish in the last episode. I think with that one up there, we're just going to have to sort of wait and see what I'm thinking, because I just can't decide how to finish the build. Suggestions are more than welcome, but in this episode, I will be tackling the little house that's in this valley. Yeah, I don't know if a valley is a sensible place to live if we're thinking, like I said in the last episode, about survival perspective. So yeah, this guy, unfortunately, his house, or whatever it is, his little hut, will be getting destroyed. So what I'm going to start by doing is moving some of these grass blocks just so it looks a little bit more natural, rather than a great big kind of cliff. And I know cliffs exist in real life, but Minecraft is great at making unrealistic cliffs absolutely everywhere. So just placing some grass blocks in, a bit of landscaping, and hopefully make it a little bit more natural. I don't know, is that more natural or is it more unnatural? I'm not sure. So we're going for another brick building. I mean, practically I intend to make the whole village brick buildings, to be honest. I'm hoping I don't run out of storage with this recording. The last video I did, I think, was about 18 minutes, and it took up 2.4 gig of storage. Wow. And obviously I'm using this higher quality camera. I don't know if that has any impact whatsoever. I'd imagine it does, but what do I know? It's only a mini cam, isn't it? But I guess if there's more pixels, it's got more to store. I don't know, and I really don't think anyone's watching for the little mini cam, but I suppose if it's there, might as well make it better quality. And I did as well talk in the last video about thinking about a gaming PC. Now, I've actually just started recording this one straight after that one, so I've not had any time to think or reflect about it. I actually went downstairs to check how my washing's doing. I've got the washing in the washer, with it being half price electric, making the most of it. I didn't check the smart meter, and I'm regretting it now. I could pause the recording and go downstairs and see what it says, but I'd rather not do that. So yeah, I'm just kind of, I was checking that guy, because obviously when I destroyed his little hut, whatever that is, it took away his profession. He all of a sudden wasn't wearing that fancy, I want to say like masquerade mask or whatever it is. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm talking about. So I think this build's a bit quirky in the sense that I've put the door that side, but I think that makes sense in terms of it's closest to the village. So surely anytime anyone leaves this house, unless they're like working in the other direction or got friends or relatives in the other direction, surely they're always going to head that way. So I put the door at that side, which means I've got 2 bay windows next to each other at the front. And I don't know how realistic that is. I mean, I've seen houses, I've seen some beautiful houses in Grimsby that have massive bay windows, and there's like a bay window next to another bay window. So it does happen. Maybe not quite like I've done it. I think it would look a lot more conventional if the door was in the middle. There was a bay window either side, so I'm more than willing to do that if anyone wants to see it. I have done builds like that before already though, and you might know I try. I always try to make things a little bit different every single video, just so you're not watching the exact same thing again, because if you've just seen me build a standard brick house, why would you want to see me build a standard brick house again? So what I try to do is just change the layout a little bit. Maybe, yeah, main thing is the layout. Obviously I've got Siri supposedly telling me how many bedrooms I'm supposed to add and stuff, and I've not been working that out. I need to watch back the last recording, which again was something I thought about doing, but because I had 8 minutes left on the washing machine, I thought, well, I might as well do a recording rather than just check which bit I'm meant to delete. And downstairs I've got the Xbox on, which seems so silly, it's just sat there not doing anything, but I keep just wiggling the controller to keep it awake, because if it turns off and I have to reload the world, oh my gosh, you've seen how fast my Xbox works at times. It can be quite painful. So yeah, is the gaming PC the answer? Probably. Do I want to spend my money? Not really. I've already gone over my target for this week. And I've got my electric bill coming out next week. So I suppose while we're talking about electric, obviously I'm using some half price at the minute. I'm going to try my best to literally utilise every bit of half price electric that I can, whether it's uploading a video, recording a video. I've obviously got my washing done. I only have 1 load of washing, assuming I'm not washing the bedding. Maybe I should see if the bedding needs washing. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We will absolutely see. So it's quite a quirky build. It's got character to it, definitely. I'd love to like just skim and show you the finished product, but maybe you want to see sort of my build thought process or how I got there, because yeah, it's all right showing you the final thing. And I'd love to do like a rating system where we rate each build out of 5. I mean, you're always free to comment that. Like, tell me, what do you think of this build when it's finished? Would you give it 5 out of 5, 0 out of 5? I'm surprised I've not had more trolls like commenting on my YouTube channel. There's been a couple of students from the school that I work at commenting little silly things like, I thought you were supposed to be marking test papers. What else did I get? It was, someone commented peak content, and I really didn't know if they meant that or if they were being sarcastic. So I obviously took the high ground and assumed it was sarcasm. Yeah, but that was a little while ago. I wonder if that person's still watching now. I keep thinking about trying to rename my channel. I'm not a big fan of my name anymore, so really trying to think of new names. I did run an idea past my brother, because I don't know. I told him that I consider him my manager, which he didn't like the sound of. He ended up saying, more like your assistant, which I'm fine with that. My advisor, maybe, can be my advisor. I don't know. I just feel like a second opinion on those sorts of things is really valuable, because obviously left to my own devices, I mean, I would say I come up with lvl.gaming-hater, but I didn't. I mean, I did come up with the LVL bit. I mean, I thought back when I started out YouTube, I did a vlog channel, and I did a gaming channel. And I thought, right, well, I want to be leveling up both in real life and in games. So why don't I call the channel like LVL in terms of leveling up? So I tried like lvl.gaming, whatever, and it said it was taken. I was like, right, okay. And then as a suggestion, it came up with lvl.gaming-hater. I thought, gosh, that's random. But then when I thought about it, I thought, well, it's free, like it's not already taken. And I thought that might actually remind myself, because bear in mind, this was in my YouTube infancy. I'd not done much at the time. I thought that really might remind me, and it does every so often when I think about that cringe name, to not care what the haters think, because it can be so easy to get wrapped up like in comments or getting low views and thinking like, what am I doing this for, or anything. Not that it is for views, as I've said before. It's all mainly for my entertainment, but obviously if anyone wants to share that entertainment with me, you are more than free to do so. I went through a period of my channel just continuously growing over the past month. I mean, if I'm being honest, I did have like a secret subscriber target for May, and I've smashed that target. I'm over that target, but subscribers are very few and far between at the minute. Views are very low as well. It is what it is. It's just a bit random how, and I guess it's all algorithms. Sometimes videos get attention and sometimes they don't. And I've realised I much more enjoy the whole journey and the whole process when things are getting attention. So you can see a lot more going on in terms of the build now. I decided to move this out just a single block because you might see upstairs I was basically putting a second bedroom in, so it does end up being a 2-bedroom property. There probably would be space to like put another room in the attic, or maybe even move a bedroom or a bathroom to the attic. But if we look at the space upstairs, if I'm going for my double bedroom layout, which I normally do, I like to normally have the beds looking outwards of the property if possible. I think that's what most bedrooms conventionally would do to use the space. There's a little trick I can do here, look, to make some extra space in the bedroom. That's just Minecraft mechanics. I mean, we struggle a lot with walls, because walls are obviously like a block wide, which is meant to be about a metre in real life. And obviously in real life, walls are not a metre wide. So that's why a lot of buildings kind of end up really quirky. But you can see the little trick that I'm doing just to make an extra bit of room in the bedroom. And based on my conventional double bedroom layout, I need that space so you can sort of get the bed in and walk around the bed to get to the bedside table. I'm not a big fan of like just squeezing a bed in without bedside tables. I mean, I've seen it in, I don't know, camper van life, you know, there's like a bunk bed and you have to sort of get from the end to the back of it. I wouldn't like it. I mean, I know people do it. I do actually, I was going to say subscribe, it's follow somebody on Instagram that's a year older than me, seem to have some common interests, which is amazing. I've never spoke to him because, well, he just doesn't know who I am. I've obviously randomly found his channel because he posts reels about basically just having freedom in life, and how you can try and enjoy your life and the little things that he's doing. Because basically he had kind of, I think it was like an office job in London, and he just wasn't satisfied with his life, and he made a really bold decision to kind of work from home. So he works remotely from his laptop, and for his home, I assume he used to live with his parents, and then he actually went and got a camper van with his partner, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like his partner travels for work, um, and they just live in this camper van. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if I could manage camper van life. I bet it's very calm and peaceful. It obviously gives a lot of time to think and reflect and stuff. And gosh, especially when I'm at work, my life is so fast paced. I don't get time to think about anything like this. It's also very different in a recording when you're sat just like waffling to yourself compared to sitting down and actually talking to a person. And I've said before, like, I'd love to do live streams and stuff, but while I'm a teacher, it's just not wise. I mean, we warn students, we have done before, they might have forgotten it, but about the dangers of live streams. Obviously, you can't control what comes up on them. I mean, how many TikTok live streams have got inappropriate things on? And I'm pretty sure they use like AI to catch that. Um, yeah, well, I know they do because I've seen before, and I don't watch any TikTok lives anymore. But my partner used to, and I could sort of hear what was going on in the background. But if they said certain words, they would get banned, and they couldn't even say the word banned, otherwise they'd get banned. So they'd say bananaed instead. Yeah, really weird little things about that. But it's good that they've got that in place, in my opinion, to try and like stop inappropriate live streams or whatever straight away. It's obviously not great if your live stream is authentic and you just try and not to get bananaed. And I know YouTube does some screening checks. I've been really worried at times before that I'm going to get in trouble for copyright and stuff, but then there's been nothing at all. Now, from what I understand of YouTube doing its copyright screening, it's all AI. It's not actually reviewed like by a person. I hope the sound on these videos is not too loud because I wonder if the webcam's got a mic in it. Maybe it has. But I've noticed that when I'm recording now, there's like a little, what do you call it? There's like a little, I want to say thermometer. It's not a thermometer because a thermometer obviously controls temperature, or not controls temperature, measures temperature. And this is obviously just for my microphone volume, but every time I speak that's going up to max, and it used to be right at the bottom. So has anyone noticed a sound difference in my recordings? I've not actually played them back. Maybe I should. I don't know. It's what it is, but I've noticed a massive difference on my recording software. And I've really thought as well, like, I've got a couple of TVs in this room that I'm not even using. Should I like connect a TV next to my laptop, have it as a second screen, and like make it so I can see myself constantly? I don't think it's worth doing. I mean, I've said about live streaming, if I ever live streamed, but if I live stream this stuff, I think I'd probably have to play it live. I don't know. I could just play the video like this and talk over it. And I know people generally prefer live videos, but I think for this sort of thing it doesn't work. And I know you've maybe heard it before, but I'm going to explain why. Don't turn off. I'm going to try and keep it interesting, because I'd be thinking, oh, I've heard this before, I'm going to switch it off, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about it. But I've realised, especially this May half term, and this will go out after May half term, but at May half term I've tried doing live recordings without a capture card, and maybe that's the problem again. I should probably just get my hand in my pocket and spend a bit of money. Yeah, it's making me think I really should get that gaming PC. It's probably sold. It's probably sold. And again, I feel like I just need to think it through and talk it through with my partner. I don't know. Yeah, not sure, not sure, not sure. I'm nearly finished with this build, by the way. And I suppose on that note, I'll just talk about like why this is better in my opinion, because I can quite easily waffle and go off on a little side story about my gaming PC. Whereas if I try and talk and play the game at the same time, I mean, I can do it, but it's not very easy. Like, it's very easy to get distracted. And I'd imagine, I mean, I've watched people, maybe same with my mini motorways videos, me going, right, I'm going to just put a road in here or whatever. And I really try to make those videos interesting when I'm not talking about that. I mean, I watch other people's mini motorways videos, which is so useful for me seeing like how, like, yeah, like what's interesting, what people enjoy and stuff. And a massive inspiration. I mean, I've got a couple of massive inspirations recently. Firstly, I've got Drawing Dead. If you look at Drawing Dead on YouTube, he does other stuff which I'm not interested in, and I appreciate you guys maybe like the Minecraft stuff and don't like the mini motorways, and there's people that like the mini motorways but don't like the Minecraft stuff. So it's all swings and roundabouts. But yeah, Drawing Dead does a weekly challenge every single week. I mean, I just want to try and beat him. He apparently has been playing for a long time. Yes, I know his channel's existed a long time, but he only does weekly challenge videos, and he uploads them once a week, right? So that he literally does one mini motorways video every single week. Now, maybe that's just what he wants to do. and maybe I should be doing the same sort of thing, but I'm in a position where I don't know, because I think I love mini motorways, but I also love Minecraft Creative, and it's a lot better to make a video out of it than just sort of play it offline and build stuff. I don't mind doing that because, to be honest, sitting here and talking is a lot more work than just playing the game as well. Like I've said, all these were pre-recorded earlier when I was sat with my partner, and that can be done dead easy. Like I can sit and have a chat whilst I'm playing, or even play music or whatever. It's just so much more chill. So that's why I'm doing it pre-recorded. But also, I'm hoping, like I said, for the mini motorway stuff, if there's a boring bit, like where I'm just thinking about how to place the roof or whatever, I can just talk about something else. Now, and again, if there isn't anything I can talk about, I can just say, oh, I'm putting the roof like this because. The trouble with doing bulk recordings is I can't remember what's in these videos. Like, yeah, if you imagine, like, this would be, if the videos are 20 minutes, it's over an hour worth of gameplay. I've been to the shop, I've done my washing, like, there's so many things that have gone on, I can't remember what I did like 2 hours ago. And again, on that note, like, I keep watching these videos on Facebook. I keep saving this guy's reels because he keeps talking about, like, I don't know, he's obviously a bit of an influencer, motivating people and stuff. He just keeps saying, nobody cares, go for what you want to do what you want to do, live the life you want to live. And I find that stuff, like, really inspirational. I mean, who wouldn't? Obviously, you've got to be careful, otherwise I would literally just quit my job and do YouTube because I love it so much. But obviously, I'm not making any money from it whatsoever, which is fine. I'm not doing it for money. But obviously, if I can get paid for something I enjoy, which I know people do, that's the frustrating bit. And then I've got to kind of make out that this isn't for views, which it's not for views. Otherwise, I would be heavily editing it, which is not fun either. So I am doing it for enjoyment. It's just strange because all those lines get blurred. Very strange. So yeah, I think this house is complete now. I don't think I'll give you the inside tour again because you've basically seen the inside. The roof is mega quirky. If you would have done it any different, please feel free to let me know. I do think it sits kind of in that valley space quite nicely. I think the next target would be this little quirky building down here. Now, again, like I've said, it's not realistic. Look, it's literally got a bed in it and it's got this great big roof. Why? What is the purpose? It's just like a bell tower? What is it? What is that? Does anybody know? So that building will be the next target and we'll replace it with a house. I know maybe this is not the most exciting thing, but it's got to be better than me just building a random house and a random tile every episode. Now, on that note, we are going to be unlocking another tile, so stay tuned for that. I'll be getting Siri to pick, and again, because I've not watched back that last recording, I am getting a little bit mixed up about which tiles are free. I mean, I doubt anybody cares. You might think I should just unlock all of them, but doing it tile by tile or block by block, cringe, literally just makes it more fun. So if I remember rightly, oh gosh, I need that gaming PC, don't I? And I don't know how I'd get on with playing on PC rather than on console. I'm so used to console. So that tile was actually unlocked. So we'll call the tile above it tile 1 now. That's been unlocked as well, I believe. So this would be tile 2, then tile 3, tile 4. And I don't know if I unlocked one of these, so I'll just include them for now. Tile 5, tile 6, tile 7, tile 8, tile 9. We unlocked that one in the centre. Then that would be tile 10, tile 11. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to spawn in again. I don't know what it is with that chunk. So there's probably a reason. Tile 10, tile 11, tile 12, I think there is. So I'll just get Siri to pick a number between 1 and 12. It's never in a rush. Never in a rush. Maybe I should use ChatGPT. It's a lot faster. A lot faster. Or Snapchat, it's not going to work.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Right. On that note, should I ask Snapchat AI? It's either that or Google. So let's get Snapchat AI to... Gosh, even my Snapchat is so slow. I probably need a new phone as well. Do you see what I mean? I just don't have money for everything that I need. My AI. Can I send it a voice message? Pick a number between 1 and 12. I have a feeling this isn't going to work either, because I did it speech to text rather than just talking to it. I'm going to try and send it a voice message, maybe. It will let me. Oh, go away, it's just not working. Pick a number. I'm typing it now. Technology failures between 1 and 12. And Snapchat AI has said 7, so we'll unlock the 7th option. Now, if I remind myself over there, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So probably further inland, I'm not sure. Let's do bedrooms then. So I'll try the voice message. Pick a number between 1 and 5. Does it listen to voice messages? Oh my gosh, it does! What? You can send your Snapchat AI a voice message? And it did it so fast. Maybe this is the new way, but you can't hear it speaking. I do prefer Siri. So it's picked 3. I'm supposed to add 3 bedrooms. You've seen which building is the target for the next episode. I'm hoping I don't run out of laptop storage. Let's see what I come up with. Au revoir, amigos. Adios. Yeah, I mixed 2 languages there, idiot.